step up, buttons in front, forward left. Find the button that's in front of you.
These are very specific directions for a very specific young student.
We use the back of the hand because we don't know if there's something on the button or if the button is hot.
15-year-old Grace DeBerry is feeling her way across Orange Avenue in Coronado and listening to traffic all around her.
Right off my right shoulder is where the car should be.
Nicely done.
Grace has been blind since birth because of an underdeveloped optic nerve that can't carry messages from her eyes to her brain.
It's a bit scary at first because there are literal cars, but after doing it for a few years, it gets easier because I know what to expect most of the time, and it just becomes something I do every day.
Let's give us a safety sweep, left to right. Very nice, step up.
The voice she listens to belongs to Jim Perez, an orientation and mobility specialist with the San Diego County Office of Education. He works with 5 or 6 visually impaired students every day in districts from Coronado to San Ysidro, teaching them life skills and helping with accommodations for their schoolwork.
It's not about failure. It's not about meeting my expectations. It's about them reaching the highest level of independence that they can in the amount of time that it takes to do that safely.
He has worked with Grace since she was in 2nd grade.
I'm trailing the grass line that's to my right, so I have a boundary.
She is now a freshman at Coronado High School, already enrolled in advanced placement computer science, along with math and English classes. Grace is growing up with her other senses sharpened and has only a little interest in what she might never see.
Probably just my family, and I've heard the stars are pretty beautiful, so I'd want to see the night sky, but I don't really want sight because I'd have to relearn everything.
Perez has more than 16 years of experience. That includes time as an EMT, security officer, a credentialed special education teacher with a master's degree, a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he is visually impaired.
At 24 years old, I had an injury to my left eye where I had a retinal detachment, and I lost the majority of the vision in my left eye, and I didn't get it back.
Sometimes Perez covers his one good eye so that he can relate to what his student is experiencing. A sense of humor also helps.
They're going to be able to make safe choices, stay out of the hospital, be patient so they don't become a patient, and be able to find the highest levels of independence that they can. Which side of the door do we wait on?
Handle.
Handle side. Very good.
At San Ysidro Middle School, there is another student success story involving 12-year-old Diego Caparon, also blind since birth, with prosthetics for both his eyes. He has never seen light or even shadows, only complete darkness. That has not stopped him from dreams of someday playing professional football.
I love football, yes.
What position do you play?
Oh, I haven't figured that out yet. When I'm throwing the ball, someone just makes a noise like they clap or something, and I just throw it at the direction.
Diego is supported by his visual impairment teacher, too. Tanya Gonzalez is another member of the San Diego County Office of Education team. She teaches blind students how to read Braille and how to type it for class assignments. Gonzalez is a person who can see, and she says she has been educated by so many of her students who cannot.
My students can generally tell if a person is naturally kind, good-hearted, not because of the way they look, but by the way they're interacted with. They've taught me to just be open-minded, to be patient, especially with the ignorant, sighted world.
That ignorance is something her student Diego often deals with. Jim Perez and the county support team meet him where he is, with high hopes for what he will become.
Everything in his world is audio and tactile. Audio and tactile. So he has to have a really phenomenal memory, but the thing that he has to have, that luckily he does, is a phenomenal attitude.
Diego's perseverance sets an example for all the other visually impaired students across the county like him, who just want success and happiness.
Treat them normal. Treat them the way normal people are treated.
My motto is blind can do anything, and I don't mind being blind.
Like Diego, Grace DeBerry is ready for a successful school year, and Jim Perez will be there to cheer them both on.
They're able to definitely understand some of the complexities of life that we might skip over by trying to figure them out visually.
That is a lesson for all of us that is clear to see. M.G. Perez, KPBS News. Thanks for watching. I'm M.G. Perez with KPBS News. I cover education. If you want to see more, like this video and then hit the subscribe button.